Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad and Supercoach Pro. Today's video we're doing a round 18 Supercoach preview. So we'll have a look at some of the team lineups. I've actually noticed some interesting outs, and I think a lot of people are actually going to have to trade. So I'll go into the lineup and then my side. So good news if you're a Bailey Smith owner and you have held this long. Bukakarmis has also been named, who's relevant as well for those that need a playing rookie. Outs, nothing too much on the dog side. Probably Mucomb, whatever you want to call him. A lot of people still have him. Hunter probably helps McRae's scoring and possibly Dunker's scoring this weekend if he's actually playing tonight. So keep an eye on that at 7 because they do have the late-ins, or late-outs an hour before the game, and sometimes it's about 45 minutes before the game. So do keep an eye on that, just in case Dunkley isn't named, because apparently he trained away from the group on Thursday or didn't actually show up at all. So might be a bit of a sore boy. Maybe that can be the reason why he actually scored 60 on the weekend just gone. Now, for St Kilda's lineup, nothing too much Supercoach relevance I can see there. I think he's a rookie that some people do own, DPP flexibility. Adelaide, not much here. Hinge probably means that Dawson plays down back this week and Hinge on the wing. So I probably like that for Dawson's scoring. It means he probably won't play up forward with Lockie Murphy either. And Shane McAdam, I'm pretty sure he's a forward. So I think that helps Dawson this week. On the Collingwood side of things, good to see that the other rookie, I've forgotten his name, he's probably the rookie of the week I'd be bringing in. He debuted last week and he's just lost my mind. Josh Carmichael, he only had 60% time on ground and scored 50-something, so I think he's a decent rookie if you need a DPP rookie and you're actually looking to go one down and one up and still have trades. And yeah, Darcy Cameron's still solo ruck. I think Grundy is about a week or two away, and apparently they reckon they'll play Grundy a bit forward after that PCL injury or whatever it was. So that's an interesting one. I'll probably hold Cameron for 1 week while they're rucking together at some point, and then look at it the week after and see how his score is affected, because he doesn't average that well with Grundy in the side. And yeah, Ash Johnson debuting for Collingwood. I'm not sure if he's a mid-season rookie or what his go is, but pretty sure he's a mature age. Might be wrong on that, not sure. Nothing to note on the Geelong side. Obviously, Stewart's still 2 weeks away, I think it is. And Carlton, nothing relevant at all there. Hickey back, so that probably helps the low percentage of people that have him in the ruck there. And nothing on the Freo side of things relevance. Lockie Whitfield out. He's been a horrible pick if you've held him this long. And interesting to know that Prue's still not named, so what a waste of a pick he's been this year. If you cut him round 9 or 10, you probably did well if you didn't bring him back in. And hopefully Hopper comes to Tigers when he's uncontracted next year. Bit of more of a hope. But not sure if that actually affects Taranto's scoring this weekend either. So, yeah, a little bit worried about that. Because not really like for like of any of these guys that I can think of. And you think Phil Davis retires at the end of the year now after that serious hammy. Interesting note, no Zorko back, or who's the other player? Rich is not back either, so you kind of knew that would be the case when you've done a hammy. It's never really 1 week unless your name's Paddy Cripps. And yeah, bit of a shame if you got this guy covering Oliver this week. So Tinson has been admitted. I think he scored like 7 on the weekend, so fair enough. Oh, this is going to sting for George. Oscar McInerney. Wonder if he has trades left, George. So yeah, if you followed his move and went the route of going McInerney, you're going to have some sort of cover there. Kadeen Coleman, he's a little bit of a pod. If you have him, he's been scoring all right too. He's back in the side. Horn Francis, if you still need rookie cover for Oliver's outs, he's there. And nothing too much on the North front. Gibkiss back for Tigers. Boston, Bolter, Cochrane and Swansea. Now, my Richmond insight, Sonsy's been killing it in the VFL for majority of the year. He has had a few quiet games, but I just don't like his job security. Very much like Judson Clark that we brought in. He might be in for a week or two, so if you need a rookie for the week, it's not bad, but I still like that Collingwood Carmichael guy over Sonsy. And yeah, shame if you held Rioli because, yeah, he's been omitted again. So he's in and out of the side, and when you need him most to score your 30 points, he's actually not even on. And I'm being sarcastic about 30 points anyway. And I hope Gastani doesn't come back in. So yeah, still missing Martin in that lineup, obviously. Lynch, which is annoying. So if they can get a full side, they'll be threatening in finals. But if we're missing a couple key players, we're not even worthy of being there, to be honest. And good loophole this week if you need one, or if you're looping hole a defender down back. I'm actually tempted to loophole Ware's score into short or vice versa, whoever's playing first. I can actually loophole Ware's score, and if your score's better than a 90 plus, I'll actually take it and short can get stuffed. Nothing really. If you got Rankin, he's back in, which is great for the Gold Coast. And Rose is out is probably one that affect many coaches up forward. Nothing on the Hawthorn side for me that I can think of. This guy, Jai Cully, is the number one mid-season recruit. So I don't like his numbers in the waffle, to be honest. So I still don't think he's a good option to bring in. Considering Greg Clark can't get a proper run at it, I don't like his job security. He only had 16 touches on the weekend, so I think they're just playing him because West Coast season's dead anyway. So, yeah, big outs for them too. Greg Clark, as in for bench cover, he's not there, so pretty useless pick. And Nat Nui, if you brought him in to cover a ruck injury a couple of weeks ago, he's been injured, which is pretty common for him. So, standard. It's like all the rookie covers again. Jason Burgoyne, he scored back-to-back 66, 68, something like that. He's been omitted, so yeah, he's obviously fighting for Bonner's spot, and Bonner's back in this week. Excuse me. Oliver, if you got 4 or 5 trades, I'd be moving him on to get one up on the competition, especially if you don't got cover. But if you don't, and you've got a primo, like a 23rd primo, just use him instead of wasting a trade because there still is like 6 or 7 rounds left. I'm trying to think, I just worked a 10-hour shift today and I'm just jumping straight into a video. So, yeah, that are the sides. Hopefully that was a little bit of ins and outs for you. Not really relevant in terms of where you want to hear position playing and who gets tagged and stuff like that. I don't really go into that kind of thing. But, yeah. So the team scored 2, 3, 4, 5 last week, which was just below par for my ranking. Made a couple silly decisions in the captaincy department. I've also run out of my goals description for Supercoach, so I'll have to redo that before the round starts. But yeah, so this week my cover is Butters up there. I can loophole Hawkins' score. No, I can't. So I can actually loophole Dunkley's score, and if he scores bad again, I can leave him there and bank on Hawkins to go well against Carlton. So I might do that because 62 wasn't great and Hawkins did outscore him. So I got a free hit at it. I can't use any other players because I have no Adelaide or Collingwood players there to use that loop. And even if I could, they start at the same time anyway, so it's useless. So really, it's dogs or St Kilda game that you want to be looping players if you can. Worst case scenario, if I get any outs for Clayton Oliver, I'll just trade him. To be blunt, to an Essendon or Gold Coast primo, which would kind of suck, or a Melbourne primo. So if I get desperate, maybe Track or Zach Merritt. Probably lean on the side of Zach Merritt. I think Essendon's fixtures coming up is actually pretty decent on the run home, and they're actually stringing some wins together. So worst case scenario, I'll do that if I cop a donut, because I'm not copping a donut with this ranking at all. I'd rather risk it and go down to 2 trades and have a player playing if Mills or Green or someone's laid out. A bit of a shame They've actually got a Field Green this week because he's useless. He's a never again on my list. I don't care if he averages 120 next year. I'm not picking him the year after. So he's burnt me, and yeah, the cover is actually pretty decent. To have Dunkley on my bench, Oliver on my bench is a pretty stacked side. You can call it 24 primos, but there are some questionable primos in there. Like Heaney is not a justified primo. He's very hot and cold. Taranto was a good trade for DeGoey last week, so hopefully he can still outscore Bontempelli and who's the other guy? English and players like that everyone have, and he's a bit of a pod too. So I suppose you're sticking around for the VC and C this week. If I'm going via my own team, obviously you can already see I've set up Laird against Collingwood and captain Took against Essendon. I think he'll do all right. Don't trust Mills' inconsistency. McRae his ceiling isn't there as previous years from what I remember. And Neil can get tagged, obviously. So, yeah, I don't like Neil unless he was a VC option. So, yeah, I don't really got good captain options. For players I don't have, I wouldn't mind running the C into track this week, maybe against Port. I'm trying to think who else is there. Brayshaw, who's Brayshaw play? Sydney, so maybe his history against Sydney's alright. Wouldn't mind running him if I did. And in the ruck, maybe Max Gawn against a ruckless Port Adelaide side. Could be a sneaky option there. So, yeah, a few things to consider. If you guys have any trades left or any Clayton Oliver suggestions, trade-wise or fielding rookie-wise, or what to do with, put them in the questions below. Still got 2 hours before the bounce to actually get this video out anyway, and I'll check the comments on the weekend and see if you guys have put anything extra in there anyway. So, yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the content in this series of Supercoach. It is my second year in, so we'll get better as time goes on. And hopefully do a potty, perhaps with one of the other guys. I do have a bloke in mind that I have met recently through Shorty Supercoach. Maybe he'll do a potty with me. Shout out to SDS, that is, if he's watching. So anyway, hopefully you guys have a good weekend. And yeah, hope your side gets the W. I'll catch you on in the review on Sunday night. See ya.